In other news, Russia carried out a large-scale operation against Ukraine earlier on Sunday, targeting Kiev and other regions with hundreds of drones and missiles. Moscow says the strikes focused on Ukrainian military infrastructure, including airfields, and aims to neutralize ongoing threats. Ukraine reported casualties and some damage, though most attacks were intercepted. Meanwhile, Moscow has cautioned the West against hostile moves near its airspace while expressing readiness for dialogue. DD India's Nishchay Roy has more.
In a conflict that has tested the resolve of nations and reshaped global diplomacy, Ukraine once again faced a massive onslaught as Russia launched hundreds of drones and missiles at Kyiv and other regions.
There were 92 drones heading for Poland. We shot them all down. 19 made it to Poland. Of course, we shot them down over Ukrainian territory. You could say they were flying to us, but we saw their direction of travel and the choreography of their flight. That's why we are confident that 92 drones were flying to Poland. We shot them down. 19 passed through, 4 were shot down by Poland.
Moscow's defense ministry has confirmed the massive operation, stressing that civilian targets were not the focus. Ukraine has said that 595 drones and 48 missiles were fired overnight, most of which were intercepted by its air defenses. Meanwhile, Ukraine is preparing to send officials to the United States for discussions on arms deals and drone production. On the diplomatic front, Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov has warned Western powers against hostile maneuvers near Russian airspace, cautioning of decisive retaliation but leaving the door open for dialogue with Washington.
Threats of force against Russia, accused of practically planning an attack on North Atlantic and the European Union, are becoming increasingly common. President Putin has repeatedly debunked such provocations. Russia has never had and does not have such intentions, but any aggression against my country will be met with a decisive response. There should be no doubt about this among those in NATO and European Union, who not only convince their voters of inevitability of war with Russia and urge them to tighten their belts, but also openly declares preparation for an attack on our Kaliningrad region and other Russian territories.
De-escalating tensions in the Eastern Europe underscores not just the enduring toll on civilians, but the complex interplay of military action and international negotiations that continue to define this protracted war. Nishchay Roy reports for DD India.